Okay, I'm here looking at this multi-pack that I've got on location, and you can see the joystick has been like super loose, or somebody's maybe pushed down on it or it just came off. I'm going to take a look underneath. So you remove these screws on the side and we'll take a look underneath the control panel and see what's going on with that. Okay, so yeah, you can see on here this was held in by screws. I actually didn't build this multi-cage, but I'd gotten it a while back. So it was held in by screws, and well, I can see already this ground wire is off. So it should be always a ground and a signal. And usually you can tell the ground because it follows around. All of them are shared line. That's the ground line. But so I need screws to screw that back in. I would probably do a countersink or a bolt, but I don't know if I brought that with me. So I'm going to take a look and see what I've got. Okay, so I'm showing you how to fix this joystick, and this is really a good example of how not to mount a joystick. It looks fine from the top, but when they did the undermount, and I bought this multi-cade actually, it's a 60-in-1. Whoever did it, what they did was, let me zoom in here. You can see they just screwed in screws to hold the joystick in. And if you want to have an undermount, you could do threaded sleeves and have them glued in, and that would be fine. But they didn't do that. They just used some screws. So what I'm going to do, just to fix it, is I'm going to finish drilling through this and then put bolts in and have it bolted on. Because this is on location, it's going to get a little bit of heavy hands on it, and I want to make sure that it doesn't come off. And it's just an easy way to do it is just to bolt it through and bolt it on. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to screw it on and then bolt it. Okay, now what I did was I put some bolts through the control panel, and then I've got some lock nuts on here with some washers, so that won't come off anymore. And then you can see on the top I've got these finish washers and these bolts there. So that's not going to go anywhere. It's totally secure now. And it'll take a lot of gameplay. Alright, while I was there, I replaced this button for good measure. It was a little loose. Wasn't quite right. But that's how you replace or mount a joystick on a control panel. I think one of the best ways is just to use bolts right through the control panel. And I like these finish washers.